There are no good men left out there.
Men are trash.
Women just don't really like men anymore.
252, why men piss me off.
Because men are the devil.
Because men are trash.
My problem is that I hate men, you know?
All men are awful.
Have you ever got cheated on, but you were the one who got blamed? That's where we're at today. No matter what happens in a relationship, it's the man's fault. Wait a minute, something is changing in the modern dating, and a lot of men aren't talking about it openly. They're not protesting, they're not complaining, they're just walking away. If you've been paying attention to recent conversations online, news panels, podcasts, and viral social media clips, you've probably noticed a pattern. More men are saying they are opting out of dating, not because they hate women, not because they can't get dates, because the cost no longer makes sense to them.
You ever cheated?
Yes.
Why? What happened?
Cause nothing happened. I just got bored.
Okay. How about you?
Yes.
What happened?
I lose interest too quick.
Yeah, so I visited the University of Florida while I was dating someone at home, and I cheated on my boyfriend.
They their money, their car, their house. By the time we're done, they want to kill them.
And before anybody gets emotional, let's slow this down and actually talk about what's happening. You'll see clips of women on podcasts saying things like, I cheated on my boyfriend, or I don't need a man, or I don't want a man unless he makes six figures. You'll see viral videos of dating expectations are framed as non-negotiables, while at the same time, she'll be telling you what she is not going to do.
You know, it baffles me the amount of women that are like, I would never let my husband tell me what to do. I'm not his child. And these same women, they'll go to work. Their boss says, hey, I need you to turn this in by 5 p.m. They say, yes, sir. The HR manager says, hey, I need you to stop saying this to your employees. They say, okay. The trash man says, I need you to put your trash cans beside the road on Wednesday mornings. They say, okay, and they do it. The speed limit sign says, don't go past 65. Guess what? They don't go past 65. The nurse says, hey, you have this condition. I need you to take this medicine. They say, okay. Their single friend will say, girl, you don't need to do this for your husband. You need to tell him this, this, and this. And they say, I can trust you. You're the expert. Literally everybody else in the world will tell them, jump, and they say how high, and they do it. But when your husband, who has a covenant with God to protect and provide for you, tells you, hey, I don't think you should do this. Yes, you should do this. No, you should not do this. It's a problem and you're oppressed.
And look, everyone is entitled to how they feel about how they should be treated. That's not the issue. The issue is misalignment. A growing number of men are saying the modern dating environment feels one way. She can have standards, but I can't. That's a high-risk, low-reward system. Dating apps and social medias have turned relationships into performance. And many men feel they are expected to show up emotionally, financially, mentally, while being told they're replaceable at any time, that the roles don't even exist anymore.
You need to understand that women don't hate men. They just have a full Google calendar, a clean apartment, thriving plants, and zero emotional bandwidth for your what are we energy.
Grab some tissue.
Let me go to Rocky. Rocky, what's your ideal type in a woman?
Subjugated. Mute. Knows her role. Non-engaging, non-challenging, and can still earn a few bucks.
Clap if you've ever wanted to kill somebody.
Perception matters, and perception is shaped by the loudest voices, not the most reasonable ones. Recently, relationship experts have pointed out that men are increasingly focusing on self-improvement instead of pursuing dating. They focus on growth, fitness, mental health, and hobbies. And community. That's their purpose now. Not because they're bitter, because they're tired of being told they're not enough while still being expected to provide everything. Men are taught from a young age that their value is tied to what they can produce.
Yeah. I tell people, and I told my mama this one time, that, you know, a man is respected by what he can do. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? He's not loved unconditionally. He's loved on the conditions of what he can gives.
Provide. Yep.
The moment you're not able to provide X, Y, and Z, you ain't shit.
Yeah.
Dating feels like a constant evaluation with no margin for growth. A lot of men simply choose peace. That doesn't mean they don't want love. It means they don't want conflict disguised as a connection. You'll notice this shift in social media where men talk about enjoying solitude, building routines, traveling alone, or choosing friendships over romantic stress. That's not quitting, that's readjusting.
Unpopular opinion. A lot of women have absolutely no idea what peace looks like to their man. If your man is sitting somewhere by himself in silence with a little smile on his face and he is doing absolutely nothing, he's not fucking with nobody, he ain't bothering nobody, let that man sit in peace. You do not need to roll up on him and ask him no goofy ass question like, what are you thinking about? Or why are you so happy? Because now he got to make the decision to look at you and actually tell you nothing, or lie to you and be like, you're what I'm thinking about. And the whole time that man was sitting there probably thinking about absolutely nothing, just sitting in peace. So let him sit in peace when you see him sitting in peace.
Yet many women are expressing frustration about men not approaching, not committing, and not trying. But what you're seeing isn't one side winning or losing. It's two groups responding to the same broken system differently. Modern dating has become loud and combative. And when relationships start to feel like negotiations instead of partnerships, men will choose peace. That's why men aren't approaching women. You keep asking why men don't approach women without trying to figure out why.
So I go out with my single friend, to you know what I mean? Because most of them are single. And I'm observing when I go to the club, when I go out to bars, whatever I'm doing with my single friends. I'm seeing men not approach women, like, at all. Like, why not shoot your shot? Like, there's so many single people out here. Why not? I see people are in their little bubble, and they stick to their little bubble. There is no men shooting the shot. Where is it? Back in the day, men would attempt. Now, I see nothing. A woman would be next to a man and nothing, no conversation. They're in a little bubble. What the fuck is it? Let me know.
See, I'll let you know. The real question isn't why are men walking away? The real question is what kind of dating culture has been created? Because women like to bring up how men used to be. But those same men got criticized. They were told they were being toxic, masculinity. Now that men are giving women their space and you're still complaining, that is the reason why men are going their own way and not dealing with Western women. See, the apple has been bitten. It's not going to go back. You can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. And it's sad because women will never understand that this dating crisis is all their fault. All right, that's it for this video. Until the next one, the truth will set you free.